to solve the problem of drug and alcohol addiction, and of course they're concerned with the causes of it, things like that.
So you can send all these alcohol and drug patients here and they'll be cured. These boys, American and European boys, they are all addicted to alcohol, drugs. Now they are doing practice.
In what way were they cured?
Simply I say that if you want to be my student, then you must give up 4 things: illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication, and gambling. This is my condition. So they give up and they become my student.
Do they suffer withdrawal symptoms?
He says, do they suffer withdrawal symptoms? Sometimes when a patient is giving up alcohol or drugs, he goes through various symptoms which are painful.
Yes, that should be. But unless you find out this, parang drishtya nivartata. Raso vardhang raso pisa parang drishtya nivartata.
The embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, though the taste for sense objects remains. But ceasing such engagements by experiencing a higher taste, he is fixed in consciousness. Report. Unless one is transcendently situated, it is not possible to cease from sense enjoyment. The process of restriction from sense enjoyment by rules and regulations is something like restricting a diseased person from certain types of edibles. The patient, however, neither likes such restrictions nor loses his taste for edibles. Similarly, sense restriction by some spiritual process like Ashtanga Yoga in the matter of yama, niyama, asana and pranayama, pratyahara, dharana and dhyana, etc., is recommended for less intelligent persons who have no better knowledge. But one who has tasted the beauty of the Supreme Lord Krishna in the course of his advancement in Krishna consciousness no longer has a taste for dead material things. Therefore, restrictions are there for the less intelligent neophytes in the spiritual advancement of life. But such restrictions are only good if one actually has a taste for Krishna consciousness. When one is actually Krishna conscious, he automatically loses his taste for pale things.
What is Krishna consciousness?
Tell it.
Well, Krishna is the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Soul, and we are all individual souls. So naturally, we have an awareness of our relationship with Krishna or God. When we say God or Krishna, we don't mean my God or your God, but we mean God, no matter which religion you're speaking of. So all of us naturally have a capacity to love Krishna or God, and we can awaken this relationship with Him. And when that is awakened, then all unwanted things disappear, because everybody is actually frustrated, looking for permanent happiness in this temporary world. But when we awaken our Krishna consciousness, then all of those frustrations disappear. And so all such problems like drug addiction become unnecessary.
How long does this process of withdrawal take?
He says, how long does it take to stop taking drugs by the process of Krishna consciousness?
If one lives with us, at least for 6 months, he will give up.
6 months. And are there cases in which relapse?
Other cases?
He says, are there cases of which relapse, persons who begin to withdraw from drugs?
Maybe 1 in 500.
1 in 500.
There is. Everyone is prone to fall down. But that percentage is very low. say 1 in 500. We have got about 10,000 students intoxication and gambling. And now they have given up everything.
And those who relapse, can they be treated again?
Again?
Those who have relapsed, can they be treated
That I
again?
say at most 10 out of 10,000.
He says, can they be treated again a second
Oh
time?
yes. Even American government is pleased with this movement because they have spent so much millions of dollars for stopping LSD, and they are surprised that when the people come here, they give up.
Do you teach abstinence or moderation in the use of these things?
No, we say stop. We don't allow any smoking and tea. That is also intoxication. We are so strict. But still they give up. None of us take tea. We eat very simple thing. Vegetable, wheat, rice, little milk, that's all.
Did you say you eat meat?
Huh?
Did you say you eat meat?
No.
Wheat. Oh. Is there any reason why you don't you prohibit people?
Because it
from
is
eating
sinful.
meat?
It is sinful.
Why is it sinful?
According to Vedic conception, these 4 things are sinful activities. 4 pillars, let's take 4 pillars, legs of this table. Similarly, illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication and gambling are the 4 legs of sinful life.
What do you consider illicit sex?
Illicit sex means animal life. The marriage is in the human society, not in the dog society. So if one has illicit sex, that means he is no better than dog.
I didn't quite understand that. Did you say that illicit sex means sex between people who are not married?
Yes. Sex is allowed only married couple. And that is also only for begetting child.
Is that married under what law? Under what religion? Under what religious law?
In Bhagavad Gita, dharma viruddha kamusmi, find out. You can come here.
Which was that? Dharma?
Dharma viruddha kamusmi.
Which is Dharma viruddha bhuteshu. Dharma viruddha bhuteshu.
No, dharma viruddha kamusmi. Dharma aviruddha. You know that, right?
Is that Balam Balavatam Jahum?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I know that one. Balam Balavatam Jahum Kamaraga Vivajitam Dharma Viruddha Bhuteshu Kamosmi Bharatashabha. Translation: I am the strength of the strong, devoid of passion and desire. I am sex life which is not contrary to religious principles, O Lord of the Bharatas, Arjuna.
We didn't follow actually. What does that exactly mean? It's a direct translation, I think.
He says, what does that exactly mean?
Explain to him.
Well, as it explains here, the strong man's strength should be applied to protect the weak, not for personal aggression. Similarly, sex life, according to religious principles, dharma, should be for the propagation of children, not otherwise. The responsibility of parents is then to make their offspring Krishna conscious.
The question was which religion, which religious principle?
Well, he means our marriage, we accept that marriage is, sex life in marriage is licit, not illicit. So he asked, under what religious principles or under which
Any
religion?
Christian religion doesn't allow illicit sex. No adultery.
Any religious principles?
This is religious principle.
So it
Because
is,
one, in the animal kingdom, there is no marriage. But in the human society, maybe Christian, maybe Hindu, maybe Muslim, there is marriage system. That is religious system.
is polygamy licit?
No.
Not licit. But it is a
Polygamy means if it is married, just like in the Vedic society, they used to marry many wives. Just like Krishna. Krishna had 16,000 wives. And he maintained them, 16,000 palaces. And he expanded himself into 16,000 Krishna. So that is a different thing. He is God. But if you can maintain each and every wife, you can marry more than one wife. But if you are unable to maintain, that is illicit. All the Kshatriya kings, they used to marry more than one wife. Still in India, the Kshatriyas, kings, they have more than one wife, but they maintain very nicely.
But your method of curing drug addiction has very little practical use, surely.
Why not?
Not everyone who wants to stop taking drugs can spend 6 months in solitude or in a company like yours.
He says he finds it not practical because not everyone who is addicted to drugs can spend 6 months in a temple with us.
They are spending years. They are all European Americans. They are not Indians. We have got here, go to Melbourne, we have got big branch. In Sydney, we have got, in Europe. They are doing that. It requires training, and proper training, then it will be done.
Well, if there is someone who wouldn't like to perhaps join this religion, but still wants to get treated.
This is not religion.
Or
This is a culture.
yes, this culture and
Because we are admitting persons from various religions, various nations, various countries, and they accept this culture and they become purified.
right. Do they have to wear those clothes and wear shave their heads and
That is optional.
chanting those things?
That is optional. That is not compulsory. But in India, because the brahmacharis, sannyasis, they dress in a particular way, they do that. But that is not compulsory. But it has got a psychological effect. Because whenever we go, people chant Hare Krishna. So by this dress, we give chance the other man to chant Hare Krishna.
Well, could you correct me if I'm wrong? We have a society called Ramakrishna, a society in Burma. Those people who founded this society and practicing the Krishna culture, they don't wear those things, or they don't chant, in their temple but they do their all sorts of social welfare type of thing. Is there any difference between
Ramakrishna mission is not Vedic. It is a creation of Vivekananda's concoction. It is not Vedic. Just like they created a god, Ramakrishna. So that is not a Vedic sanction, that he create any fool rascal a god.
Well, isn't yours it's a product of or derivatives of Vedic?
Yes,
So
completely.
How would you?
Just like whatever question you are asking, we are answering from Vedic literature. We are not answering ourselves. That is the difference. The evidence is from the Vedic literature. I don't say that in my opinion it is like this. We don't say.
Sorry, I missed that point. Could you explain?
He said that it is Vedic because the answers he is giving are not his opinion or concoction, but he is giving from the Vedic knowledge or the Vedic scriptures instead of making up his own opinion. That is the meaning of Vedic, is based on the Vedic teachings exactly.
But the Ramakrishna wasn't, or they
No.
form it. They form it their own way.
No.
Do you consider that this kind of practice, or the practicing this kind of culture, is regimentative? A person has to come in and spend sometimes in the temple.
Yes, the association, the influence of association. If you go to a drunkard association, you become a drunkard. And if you go to a saintly association, you become a saint. Sangha sanjayate kama. Kind of.
Jayato Vishayan Pumsa Sangastishu Prajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kamha Kamat Kudho Vijayate. Translation. While contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment for them, and from such attachment lust develops, and from lust anger arises.
If one becomes lusty, and if it is not fulfilled, he becomes angry. This is all psychological.
Yeah, well, when a person is attached to the group in the temple, isn't it become a lust too? Let's say being influenced by the group and also attached to the people.
We are teaching to be influenced by Krishna. Therefore we have written 50 books like that, 400 pages. You can show some of our books.
This is Srimad Bhagavatam, Volume 3, Volume 4.
60 volumes.
Make your devotion.
You seem to be placing a lot of emphasis on thoughts. Are you following any particular path of yoga, sort of jnana yoga?
She says we place a lot of emphasis on books, and she wonders if we're following a particular path such as jnana yoga or jnana yoga or what?
Bhakti yoga. There are different types of yogas, and you will find yogi namapi sarvesham adgata antaratmana sadhyavan bhajati yomam samidikshitamo. You have found it? Read it.
Yoginam api sarvesham adgatanantaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam sameduktattamomata. Translation. And of all yogis, he who always abides in me with great faith worshipping me in transcendental loving service is most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all.
This is bhakti.
Well, doesn't it mean that someone has to worship that person to be able to attain the enlightenment or what Krishna consciousness?
Yes, everyone is worshipping a person. Everyone is, but we have to worship the Supreme Person. That is perfect. Everyone is worshipping a person. Suppose you are employed somewhere, you have to worship your boss, and there is no employment.
Oh, well, I consider it as a mutual.
It is mutual.
It's a mutual kind of support.
Yes.
But worshipping in the sense of religion or in the sense of a higher person, it's a different matter.
Worshipping means appreciating high qualities. Worshipping is not blind. If I know that you have some high qualities, I worship.
Do you worship to a person or what? To his doctrine?
Worship means person. Worship does not mean in person. Unless there is a person-to-person relationship, there is no question of worship.
Is this picture of Sri Vishnu, it's the person who you worship, or
Yes,
he is the creator?
yes.
And in the sense that he is called Krishna, or
Krishna is another form. Krishna is Vishnu's another form.
I see, yeah.
Find out Aham Adihi Devana.
What is your correlation between belief and science? You mentioned that science is involved.
Science?
Yes.
Yes. What do you mean by science?
Well, the human sciences or otherwise is a study on its own. What is the relationship or the link up between that and your faith?
The relationship, God is the creator of everything. So God, everything has got relationship with God. So what do you think of this science? The Vedanta Sutra, it says, Athata Brahma Jigyasa. Now, this human life is meant for understanding the science of God. So, the question is, what is God? The answer is, Janmadhyasya Jata. God, or the Supreme Absolute Truth, is there from whom everything has come. So, this is our science. The origin of everything.
Yes, the origin of everything, but why is it necessary for man to have to discover, man discovered the cure for poliomyelitis.
Why man discovers?
Yes, well, I'm using
But
this as an example.
just like it is not the question of discover, but because you are existing, you must have come from a father. That is science. It is not the question of finding out a father. Without father, there is no existence of it. It is not the question of finding out a father. Father must be there. This is science. Without father, is there any existence of any man or any animal? What your science says? Is it possible that anyone is existing without a father? What do you think?
I was just wondering, do you believe in...
Who is there independently existing without having a father? What is that science?
It's not necessarily in the science itself.
No, this is a science. That if there is a man, he must have a father. This is science. So what is your opinion about this science?
I see it as a straight deductive logic. This, if there is a
Son, there must be father. That is science.
don't you think this kind of reasoning is a deductive logic rather than inductive?
No, what is the reason
Because
yours that you deny father?
The father must have a father too, mustn't he?
Yes. Similarly, that must be Supreme Father.
Well, who is the Supreme Father's father?
Yes, that is inquiry. That you have got your father has got father, he has got his father, he has got... Who is the Supreme Father? He is God.
Who is God's father?
Nobody is father. That is God. God is everyone's father, but he is without father. That is God. So long one has got father, he is not God. When you come to the point that here is the person who has no father, he is independent, and that is God. The definition of God is given in the Vedic literature. Ishara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadi Adi Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. Anadi, when he has no beginning, but he is the beginning of everything. This is simple definition of God. Anadi means he has no beginning. But he is the beginning of everything. Anadi Adi Govinda, Sarva Karana Karana, the cause of all causes.
It becomes a belief rather than a logic now then, when we think about the God. You were saying about everybody has father, so why God in exception, he hasn't got a father?
And therefore he is God. That he can exist without father. But you cannot exist without father. That is the difference between you and God.
Is God in the form of male or female or anything?
He is male, otherwise how he can beget? Female cannot beget.
Why is it?
Without man's contact.
But man cannot
The
conceive
Prakriti, the nature is female and God is male. Find out this verse. Sarvajoni Sukontya Sambhavantu Murtaya Tasang Mahajjani Brahma Aham Bija Pradapika.
Sarvajonish Kauntaya Murtaya Sambhavantiya Tasam Brahma Mahadunir Aham Bija Pradapita. It should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving father.
The material nature is the mother and God is the father.
But to whom did God give the seed? To whom did God give the seed?
The Prakriti, material nature, that is said here. Just like for begetting a child, both the father and mother requires. So the material nature is the mother and God is the father. So many forms of life are coming from the womb of material nature. This body is made of matter. This body is earth, water, air, fire, like that. This is made of. But I am the soul that is from God. I am part and parcel of God. As soul. Mamai Mangsa Jiva Bhuta. Find out.
Mamevam Sajiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatanha Mana Sashtani Indriyani Prakritishtani Kashati. Translation. The living entities in this conditional world are my eternal, fragmental parts. Due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with the six senses, which include the mind.
Yeah.
Is there an animal soul, Swami?
Yes. Because it is already said, Sarvajonis, all forms of life. even ant, trees, birds, plants, fish, everything. There are 8,400,000 forms of life. All of them, the soul is there. And they have got different, just like you are differently dressed, I am differently dressed. But you are also soul, I am also soul.
You're really talking about the Atman. When you say the soul, you're talking about the Atman.
Atma, yes, soul is Atma. And the soul of the soul is God, Paramahatma.
Is it possible for us to communicate with plants?
With plants. Is it possible for us to communicate
Yes,
with
they have
plants?
done. Sir Jagadish Chandra Bose in Calcutta, Bose Institute, he has proved, he has got machine that they feel pains and pleasure, which is recorded in the machine.
Mm-hmm.
If you pluck one leaf, they feel. Immediately it is recorded in the machine.
Could I come back to that eating of the eating meat? Related to this alive soul matter, aren't you in a sense eating another soul too? If you're eating vegetables, not only if you're eating
No,
meat.
the thing is, the material world, it is said jiva jiva sa jivanam. One living entity has to eat another living entity to keep himself alive. That is the natural law.
Yeah.
But you should have discrimination, because you have to eat some other living entity. It does not mean that you will eat your own son. You cannot support that because I have to live by eating another living entity. So what is wrong if I eat my son? Therefore the basic injunction is tena taktena bhunjita. You are given some jurisdiction, you can eat. And actually we do so. Because I have to eat something, we do not eat anything and everything. We have got discrimination. So, according to Bhagavad Gita, find out this verse, Patram pushpam phalam toyam jumi bhaktya prajicchati.
Patram pushpam phalam toyam yomi bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti upahitam ashnami prayatatmana. Translation. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, fruit, or water, I will accept it.
So our Krishna consciousness movement, we accept what is eaten by Krishna. So Krishna wants these things. Fruit, flower, vegetable, grains, milk. So we offer them and eat.
Why not animals?
He does not say, give me animal. Because we are Krishna conscious, we cannot take anything which is not accepted by Krishna.
Are blood transfusions permissible, Swami? Are blood transfusions permissible?
He says, are blood transfusions permissible? When someone is in an accident or cut and he loses blood, they take another man's blood and put it in. He says...
Well, that is not bad, because if one life is saved by transfusion mission, he is not dying, he is living. He is contributing his blood. So if he is contributing, you are saving some life, there is no harm.
But blood is animal tissue. Blood is animal tissue.
They liked.
The younger ones liked better. The nurse was asking where she could, well, if she could refer people to visit us here. And I told her we don't know if this will be the permanent address, but as soon as we have a permanent address here, I'll notify her. But she was wondering if she could send people if the people would be welcome to come and visit and see the place here. And the Buddhist boy, he bought an incense from us. He said, "Where's that nice smell coming from?" I said, "Incense." He said, "I want some." The other gentlemen, they're more set in their ways kind of man. I couldn't tell whether they were impressed or not. They don't express very well.
But all the questions are answered.
Yes. When you told him, where is the man who has, where is the person who did not come from a father? He began to, before that he was going to challenge whether this was science or belief, but then he had to be quiet. He just mumbled.
And they inquire, then God has father. No, God without father.
Yes.
That is God.
Yeah.
That is the distinction between ordinary living entity and God.
So I will try to arrange someone for tonight and tomorrow morning, that geographer, I hope, and the people from the radio conversation. They're very well known, actually. Because I asked the geographer man, I said, "Do you know this man, Tim Downs?" And he said, "Oh yes, I've heard him many times."
Tin down?
Tim Downs. He's the man who may come from radio to make a conversation. Then they will play it on radio. But I have to find out if he's coming. And in the case that there may be 3 people who want to come, so would it be possible for tonight to having 2, maybe 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock or something like that?
Yes.
Yes. I'll keep in touch with those people and let them know. I'll send them some literature too. Shall I go and telephone those people?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees of Lord Jagannath, Lord Krishna. I thank all the devotees for listening to the lectures of Srila Prabhupada, our room conversation with alcohol and drug hospital people. Because the conversation was on May 16, 1975, Perth, Australia. So the whole world is suffering because of these unwanted habits, anarthas. That is meat eating, gambling, intoxication, illicit sex. These are all impurities. With this, so many problems will come. So, waste of time, energy, money by consuming alcohol, everything is big. Pious activities, you have to go to the. If you not subscribe to our channels, we are trying to go live as much as possible. So if you are subscribed, you can listen to lectures of Srila Prabhupada daily, and sometimes lectures of my own lectures. And I have already uploaded so many lectures. You can listen to these lectures. You have to go to the playlist section. If you go to YouTube channel, youtube.com/Shri Golokarwani YouTube channel, you will have access to playlist section. The playlist section, we have uploaded so many lectures. You see, you have to type youtube.com/Shri Golokarwani. So we have this Shri Golokarwani YouTube channel. So in this, you press the subscribe button, subscribe to my channel. We have 460 subscribers. So many are not subscribing to my channel, and if you are not subscribing to my channel and watching my channel, please subscribe and my channel and support my Krishna conscious preaching. So, listening to lectures of Srila Prabhupada or listening to lectures on Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, it's also great auspicious activities. With great time, it is a great religious activities. It is a devotional activity also. So, listening to so I have uploaded so many lectures. Kindly listen to lectures of Srila Prabhupada and listen to my own lectures also here. So Nectar of Devotion, Instruction, Tamil language, and lectures on Lord Narasimha, 5 videos, Ram Leela, Pastimes of Lord Ram, 6 videos, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, 23 lectures, and Harinam Sankirtan, 15 videos. Nectar of Devotion, 17 lectures are uploaded. You can listen to these lectures. Ishtopanishad, 18 lectures, 18 videos. Osu Srimad Bhagavatam lectures, 19. Life of Narada Muni, 6 lectures. Srimad Bhagavatam Tamil, 16 lectures. And Ideal Family Man is a collection of lectures on the Grahastha Ashrama, how to lead an ideal Grahastha. Not Grahamedi. The world is filled with Grahamedis. We don't want Grahamedis. We need Grahasthas, ideal Grahasthas. So you can also go through this. Also we have 126 lectures on Bhagavad Gita, 18 chapters on Bhagavad Gita, Tamil language. You can listen to this. Also we have so many other topics, astrology, Bhagavad Gita in English language, 13 lectures, Srimad Bhagavatam 27 lectures. So we have uploaded so many lectures, hundreds of lectures, or more than 30 minutes to 1 hour. So you can listen to these lectures and kindly provide us your feedbacks, comments, suggestions. Also, if you would like to donate to me, donate for this Krishna conscious preaching activities, online Krishna conscious preaching activities, or you can donate for the Lord Jagannath Seva offline, that is in Tiruvallur district, Arkipete Taluk. You can donate for the services of Lord Jagannath in cash or kind. Our phone pay, Google Pay number is 9611243737, 9611243737. Atma Nivedanam. So many things. 9 types of devotional service. So Shravanam and Kirtanam. These are also devotional service. So support our devotional activities. This part of Tiruvallur district. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.